Today we are going to play Guess the Arena. I am going to go into a grand challenge. We are going to play against someone and then I'm going to guess what arena they are in, obviously depending on how they played. In this video as well, I'm going to show you guys how you can analyze replays. If you want to get better at Clash Royale, YouTubers say all the time to watch your replays and analyze them, but they never go into detail on how to do that. So this video is also going to show how to analyze your replays and make you a better player. So I really hope you guys enjoy. If you do, leave a like. Leaving a like really helps out the channel, and this is kind of a new series, so it lets me know whether you guys enjoy this content or not. Also, if you could subscribe, it'll be amazing, really supports me, and let's hop right into it. Okay, so this is our opponent, Duo. Okay, we ended up beating Duo. Now I have to guess his trophies. So I'm going to come straight out of that game, go over to my battle log, and I'm doing this all in one segment so you can see I did not check his profile. And now let's analyze the replay and guess what trophy range he is. So straight away, you guys can see his deck. It is a very weird and off-meta deck, and there's nothing wrong with having a homemade deck, but this is something you see more in lower ladder. So immediately I'm thinking that he's going to be around the 5,000-6,000 trophy mark just from his deck alone. Now here's another key thing, we are about to hit 10 elixir. You have two choices here, you can either wait for your opponent to do something, or you can play something at the back. Duo actually plays something at the back, but he plays the Rascals all down one lane. That's not something you want to do. A better player would have played it behind the King Tower. One of the Rascal girls would have went down the other lane, while the Rascal boy and the other girl went down the other lane. But just straight away off the bat, he gave me a good fireball here, which again you don't really see in higher ladder gameplay. He then goes with a defensive furnace, which is fine. He's trying to stop my Skeleton King, and then a battle healer. Again, this shows some inexperience just because he's over defending so heavily. I played a Skeleton King, which is 4 elixir. He played a Furnace, which is 4 elixir. And then he played a Battle Healer, which is another 4 elixir. So to stop my 4 elixir, he played 8 elixir, which is again just over defending massively. Anyway, we use the ability, he logs the ability, that's fine, and my Skeleton King does get taken out. Now here I play a Mother Witch. Obviously I want to turn that Fire Spirit into a pig and then turn this Battle Healer into a pig and just start a little counter push. This guy goes Skeleton King, and I was very aggressive here with a Royal Giant, but that's because I had Fisherman as well. Was able to log away these Rascals. I should have logged. Hello, OOfro, are you good? Bro, I waited so long for that log. Even I'm not perfect. And there's a great example. I should have logged like 3 hours ago. I don't know why I didn't. Bad play for me, honestly, but it's fine. Mother Witch does lock onto the tower, and once again, he plays a Battle Healer at the bridge. So we do Skarmy the Battle Healer, and then we play our Skeleton King in front. He logs, that's fine. I use my ability, and then he plays a Skeleton King, which is very good defense from him, to be honest. We do melt the Skeleton King though, and then he panic plays a Furnace. This goes back to the whole over defending thing I was talking about earlier. In this position, you just ignore the Skeleton King. You've already countered my Skeleton King, and look at how much is left after we've taken out his Skeleton King. I have 3 little skeletons and my Skeleton King about to be taken out. This Furnace here was just unnecessary, and it puts him in a very bad position, especially since he knows I have Royal Giant. The best counter to my Royal Giant in this guy's deck is that Furnace, so he just wasted it. Once again, just showing some inexperience. We do RG here because obviously his main building's out of cycle, and then we hit a very nice fireball here on the Rascal Girls and the tower. That's just good play. We get a ton of shots. I punished him for overcommitting on defense, and then we do have some stuff coming towards us. I do play Zappies here, but then he wastes the log. Again, that's a huge mistake. This guy knows I have a Skeleton King and a Skarmy. Why is he logging my Zappies? And I can punish him now with my Skeleton King and my Skarmy, knowing that he won't have a good answer. Anyway, here, Battle Healers, going towards my tower. I do play a Skeleton King and that Skarmy, the punish like I said, and then I Fisherman at the bridge to stop that Fire Spirit and obviously go towards the Furnace. We are going to Mother Witch that Electro Dragon, fully charged up Skelly King, I use the ability, and then we just kind of wait. He does log once again, that's fine. We'd go with a Royal Giant here, and once again he goes with a Furnace. I do log away these Skeletons and the Skeleton King. Royal Giant still very healthy. We do Fisherman in this healer here, and we do end up taking the tower on that push. Once again he wasted the log, so I just punish him here in the pocket, just applying pressure so there's no possible way he can take my tower, and that is good game. So Duo's making a ton of mistakes there. He also had a off-meta homemade deck, and he's very much over defending. So no offense to Duo, but I do not not think you're that great of a player, you just have a ton of stuff to work on defensive and offensively wise, I'm going to guess he's at 5,500 trophies Executioner's Kitchen. Also, you guys can play along at home, guess the arena this guy's in. Anyway, let's have a look at Duo's profile here and the reveal. So I guessed Arena 16, he's actually Arena 15. So a bit worse than I thought, but like I said, you guys can tell he's a very new player to the game. His legacy best is 5,200 and he uses a Lumberloon freeze. But honestly, a very solid first guess. Let's go into another grand challenge game here and see what we get. Up against Jasper. He has a 6-year badge. Okay, so we actually made Jasper rage quit. Once again, I'm going to do this section all in one piece just so you guys can see I'm not cheating and looking at their profile in advance. We go straight to battle log there. You guys can see Jasper's deck. And let's load in. So like I said, he has a 6-year badge on his battle banner, so he's been playing for a while. And honestly, Jasper put up a good fight. You guys can see, first play of the game, he split wall breakers in the center. That's a great first move. But I do have Mother Witch, and a Mother Witch in the center here does counter both lanes, so boom. We get some piggies going. He's leaking elixir. Oh no, Jasper. That is terrible. So you guys can see he's about to hit 10 elixir, and I'm at 7, so he's leaking now. He leaked about half an elixir, maybe 1 elixir, which might not sound like a lot, but when you start to play at a higher level, that is massive. For example, that's an extra fire spirit, that's some skeletons, that's an ice spirit. And again, normally when you're leaking elixir, it shows that you're kind of a lower down player. It's almost like you don't know what to do next, so you just kind of do nothing. Anyway, you guys could see the play that he did. He does go with Rascals here. All down one lane. I don't hate it, but again, I would have played it in the center. He didn't even let the Mother Witch cross the bridge and get his tower helping. So I go with a Skeleton King at the back. And then this is really good from Jasper. He Goblin Bows opposite lane. I now have to react to this Goblin Bow. Really good pressure from him. That is well played. We obviously do defend them with a Skarmy. Skeleton King walks in front of these Rascals and take them out. He goes with a Princess for this Skarmy, which is fine. I fireball that, and then we do use my Skeleton King ability. He plays a Prince, and that's okay. He also locks away some of the skeletons. We now have a Prince coming towards us, and in my opinion, this is a mistake. So he played Wall Breakers on the right side, which isn't a terrible play, but there's no reason why he shouldn't play it behind his Prince. He knows my Skarmy isn't in cycle, and he knows I do not have Fireball in cycle. I used the Fireball on his Princess, and I used the Skarmy on his Goblin Bow. So if he would have played these Wall Breakers behind the Prince, there's no way of me stopping that. Look at my hand. Even if I log, it doesn't take out the Wall Breakers, and the Prince would be tanking for the 1 HP Wall Breakers. So yeah, kind of bad from him to split up his push like this. We do just log the right side and then Zappies in the center for this Prince, but that was his opportunity there to really punish me. He then goes for a Dark Goblin here. I don't really know why. Obviously to defend that 1 Zappy and protect his lower HP tower, but honestly you could have just tanked it. We do Fisherman in that Dark Goblin, that's fine, and then he goes with a Princess. And then Goblin Bows onto my tower once again. I obviously Skarmy the Goblin Bow, wait for my Skarmy to go up a bit, I bait out the log, and then I play my Skeleton King. Going to use my ability as well because he did just waste the log. Skarmy is surrounding that Prince because he dropped a Prince right into a Skeleton King ability. He says wow, and this is why he rage quit. He does go with a Goblin Gang, but once again that Skeleton King ability was too good. He does go with a Dark Goblin, and I just fireball that. I will 2 times it now because he has given up, and there we have it. So that's how Jasper went down. Honestly, he played pretty well. Like I said, there was some little mistakes that he made, but definitely a better opponent than Duo. Now, what I'm going to do is look at the arenas because honestly, I forget the trophy ranges. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Jasper's 7,000 trophies, but I feel like he's slightly worse than that. So I'm going to get 6,500, Arena 18. He has a lot of the fundamentals down. He just kind of made some misplays and dropped a Prince into my Skeleton King ability. Anyway, let's do the big reveal. Once again, do your own guesses and view his profile. Okay, yeah, let's go Jasper. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he was 7,000. He's only just over 7,000 trophies, but you guys can see he does main log bait, which is no surprise because like I said, he did some stuff there very well. What Jasper really needs to work on though is thinking ahead. And what I mean by that is, for example, this first play, he drops Wall Breakers, and then he doesn't know what to do, so he just leaked Elixir. Jasper, he could have thought ahead, he could have just thrown a Goblin Bow onto my tower to not leak Elixir. Just do something rather than nothing. That's always my motto in this game. I baited out his log, I then played my Skeleton King, and then I used the ability instantly. I was always going to pop my ability there. The bar is full. In what world do I not pop the ability? He just wasted the log, so playing a prince here definitely was not the right move. He should have just went with defensive rascals. Even that defensive goblin gang he did afterwards was good, but instead he just played a prince into the middle of all these skeletons and lost the game. So that's what I mean by thinking ahead. He obviously was not prepared for my Skeleton King, and then he wasn't prepared for the ability. I caught him off guard twice, and that eventually just lost him the game. It's a strategy game. You need to think 1 or 2 moves ahead in order to really outplay, predict, and dominate your opponent. But yo, that's going to wrap it up for today of Guess the Arena. Something a little bit different. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to make this a series I do. And honestly, I had a lot of fun. But yo, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Of course, subscribe if you have not already. And as always, make sure you guys take care, brush your hair, and peace out. Woo!